What is going on, everybody? Today we are analyzing the tape of the Chicago Bears against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we're going to analyze the Bears' offensive line. To me, this O-line has top 5 to 7 upside, and they may not be that today, but you see so many great plays on tape. So many plays in which the unit does a really nice job. Now, obviously, this unit is not healthy. It's missing both starting guards. The center has swapped over to the left guard spot, so you have a backup center in. And just generally speaking, the offensive coach, in my opinion, hasn't done a good job calling the game, designing solid plays, and you can see that on tape. You know, this play right here is a 33-yard pass from Fields. Not only is he kept clean, but this is a good route. This is a good concept to start the play with. This is a deep dagger concept. Let me just back it up here so you guys can see it. The outside receiver is going to run a deep dig. The slot receiver is basically going to just run a deep route, really just an influence route. And the quarterback has the time to hit this route. And this is a good call, right, within the game script. But to me, I want to see more of these type of passes from Fields. I want to see the quarterback make the throws as he's kept clean. Because there are a number of plays, and we're going to get into it, in which the quarterback's kept clean, he doesn't throw the football, and ultimately he gets pressured. And I think sometimes fans may think that that's on the offensive line, but in reality, it is not. So I'm very excited to talk about it. Let's get right into the tape. Alrighty, guys, check this play out. You got a bunch of guys lined up on the line of scrimmage. You're going to blitz the cornerbacks here, and the quarterback has to get the ball out hot on this play, and he does. And this is one of the things that teams will continue to do against Justin Fields until he can prove that he'll be able to beat this, right? When Fields 100% proves that he's not going to get fazed by pressure, he's not going to get confused by some of the different blitzes and those type of things that defenses are going to do, they'll stop doing it. And this is a great example of exactly what Justin Fields has to continue to do to have success. Now, the offensive line, in my opinion, does a really, really nice job. At the moment, you can see which guy is responsible for who, and the running back here is going to be responsible for the linebacker here. And as you guys will see, there's going to be a corner that blitzes off the edge. In that instance, Fields has to throw his hot read. He does in this instance. But here's what's impressive to me about this play. If you guys watch number 7, he's going to drop off. So now the entire blocking changes. Because of the fact that number 7 drops off and instead you bring the blitzer here, that means everybody has to swap a guy over to the right. So now the right guard, Ja'Tyre Carter, has to take on number 50. The center, who was responsible for number 50, has to take on number 90. The right guard, who was initially responsible for number 90, has now come over and take on number 9. So all of these guys have to swap a guy over to the right. So Carter picks his guy up. The center, left guard are going to pass off number 90, and then the left guard's going to get over to number 9. And he's going to get just enough of him that the quarterback's able to get the ball out. And of course, within this play, Braxton Jones does a great job going from the D end here to letting him go and picking up the blitzing corner there. So that's a great job by the guys up front to basically exchange a guy over. And this is hard as hell. I don't think people understand how difficult this is for an offensive line. There are literally 4 guys that have to be exchanged within this play, and it has to be done fast as hell in real time. And the Bears do a great job here within this play. And these are the type of plays that make me believe that the Bears have massive upside as an offensive line. These are the plays that make me believe this unit could be one of the better units in the NFL. Of course, they have to be healthy, and the offensive coordinator has to do a better job as well. And I say that because the Bears only ran the ball 11 times with their running backs. That's just not enough. This running game could be elite with the offensive linemen. Roschon Johnson had 4 carries for 32 yards. He should have a lot more touches. This type of blocking right here is the type of blocking that I'm talking about, man. You guys watch this right tackle, Darnell Wright. Look at what he does on this block. He's going to block down here, and he's going to take this guy and absolutely turn him. And the D-tackle has no idea where the football is. And this is exactly why I think Darnell Wright has a lot of upside. He's strong. He knows how to move people, right? And within this play, Darnell Wright's able to get that guy off balance, and you're able to pick up 5 yards. That defense tackle loses his run fit. That's because of Wright doing a nice job, right? And it's even beyond that. You see the tight ends getting involved. You see all the guys that are kind of blocking down. This one right here picks up 5 yards. That's a really, really nice job by the offensive line. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and get into the first sack of the game. This one came in the second quarter with 14 minutes left. Darnell Wright's going to get beat on this one. To me, this is 100% on the offensive line. There's nothing Fields could have done. I do find it kind of interesting. I'm not sure what this tight end here is doing. Watch what this guy does within this play. To me, it just doesn't really make sense. Why he's going to the inside of Darnell Wright and kind of releasing, I don't know. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I would assume that if you're a right tackle, you want to be able to cleanly get into your vertical set, not get pushed by your tight end. So again, I'm not sure what that was right there. But again, this sack right here is not on Fields, right? To me, Darnell Wright has to do a better job. And I believe this is the second sack he's given up so far this season. You got to do a better job. So the DN's going to really just give Darnell a hezzy to the inside right there, a fake move towards the inside. And Wright's just not able to kind of get back there and get his hands back on the defensive end. And that's okay, right? These are the type of reps that are going to make a guy better. These are the reps that all of the best offense tackles in the NFL, as their rookies, got their asses kicked on, right? Losing rep, I'm okay with it. He'll get better over time. Let's get into the next rep. Alrighty, guys, so let's go ahead and get into the next sack. This is 3rd and 13. This one's actually going to be an 11-yard loss by Justin Fields. And this one is to me on the quarterback. You got to do a better job if you're the quarterback. And here's the thing within this play for me, right? If you guys watch the receiver at the top, I think he's open. And I think Justin Fields should rip the ball in right now. Throw the ball to the receiver at the top of your screen here. He is open. Now, Fields may not have been looking that way, but the amount of time he had within this, right? He had a long time to get the ball out. And if you don't want to throw it there, throw it here. Throw it to the sill concept. Throw it over the top of this guy. Keep in mind, this guy's going to react to the tight end on this play. There. Throw it here, right? Throw the ball to one of those two guys, because taking a sack on 3rd and 13 is the last thing you want to do. And I only point this play out and show you guys the downfield reads to tell you guys that this one's not on the offensive line. So although Fields may have gotten sacked, the amount of time he has within this is ridiculous. He has to do a better job getting the ball out. He has to throw this one. Some people say the sack is on Braxton Jones. I disagree with that. I think they do a good enough job within this play that Fields can throw the ball. Yes, there's a flag within this play. So if Fields did complete the pass, technically it would have came back. This is part of why I don't like Cody White here at left guard. I just don't think it makes sense. White here is way too slow to react within this play. The thing with this play is the slide is towards Braxton Jones. It's to the right, which means you need to react faster. Number 9 here is not coming. You can tell he's dropping off. White here has to take the inside of number 7. Braxton Jones expects the help on this one, and it's just too late. And Braxton Jones, to me, isn't the one that the penalty gets called on. I think the penalty is actually called on the guard. I think the guard's the one that's kind of pulling him within this play. You can see it right there. He kind of grabs onto him. That's a bad job by White here, man. He has to do a better job, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. So one of the guys that I really like for the Bears is right guard Ja'Tyre Carter. It never made sense to me why he wasn't the starting guard and why Cody White here didn't ultimately stay at the center position as Tevin Jenkins kind of went down. To me, he's a very smart, physical football player. He does a great job within this play. He's going to take on the D tackle here, Vita Vea, and he's going to pass him off to Darnell Wright. And you see him do that right there. And then he's going to turn his eyes back in to help the center, the D tackle there. He's going to make really nice contact. And he's ultimately going to displace that defensive tackle. That's a great job right there by Carter. Great job by the offensive line. Generally speaking, keeping the quarterback clean on this one. Even if you guys watch the left guard Cody White here, he's going to do a good job with his exchange as well. He's going to pass off 92 to the center, and then 45 steps up. I don't think 45 was actually going to blitz. I think he's more so just simulating pressure because he's likely in some sort of man-to-man situation with the running back. But you can see he kind of gets caught, and the running back releases freely. And you'll see that the quarterback's going to throw the ball the other way. And as he's throwing it, you can kind of see the linebacker slipping back out there. But that's a good job by the left guard to be able to see that, process that, and be ready for a blitz possibly, right? So it's a good job by White here on that one. Good job by the offensive tackles. Braxton Jones is in a true one-on-one spot with the defensive end there. And he just does a really, really nice job anchoring down. Braxton Jones has looked a lot better this season. He's definitely had some losing reps, but he's had a lot of really good winning reps as well. So that's a nice one right there. Let's go ahead and get into the next rep. Check this play out. Roschon Johnson's going to do a really nice job on this one. A 29-yard zone run to the left of the formation. Just a beautiful job, if you guys ask me. Let's talk about this play. This is what the Bears need to do more of. I think this was like the 4th run of the game by the Bears, and we're almost at the end of the second quarter. I think the Bears got to make it more of an emphasis to run the football. To me, this offensive line is designed to run. Right? This offensive line should be running the ball like 25 times. And I'm not talking about quarterback runs. I'm talking about straight up runs by some of these different running backs. The Roschon Johnsons, the Khalil Herberts. I think even Travis Homer and Dante Foreman should be getting some runs for the Bears. I mean, this offensive line has so much upside, and it's plays like this. If you guys watch the left tackle on this one, Braxton Jones is going to do a great job double teaming down with the guard, and he's going to really hold the block here. And the fullback's going to lead into this, make good contact, and going to get a couple of blocks outwards. And then from all of these guys on the backside with the offensive line, you're going to just get some backside seal-off blocks. And ultimately, the play hits. But if you guys watch the left tackle first, look at him hold the block at the point of attack. Look at him turn and really hold the block. That's exactly what I like to watch with the Braxton Jones. Hold the block, let the running back hit the lane. The fullback does a nice job leading on this one here. Gets to the linebacker, makes good contact with him. And just like that, the running back picks up a really nice chunk of yards. The center does a really nice job with this one. He's going to do a pretty nice job holding his block. Even more so than that, number 45, Devin White's going to blitz. The center's going to get the right hand out there right there. He wants to see if he can hold 45 from possibly making the play. It's a pretty nice job by the offensive line, right? 29 yards just like that. It's a really nice play. Let's get into the next rep. Darnell Wright cannot jump, man. You cannot false start on these type of plays. This one right here would have popped based off of, you can just see it right away, right? You can see it right away. You got the double here. You got the double here. The left tackle here would have picked off the backside linebacker. The fullback would have taken on 54. You got the seal out block here. The play would have possibly popped for at least 5 yards minimum. But of course, the play is going to end up coming to a stop. Cannot have that right there. The tight end here has to do a better job with the chip. To me, this looks like because it is a play action, the tight end has to do a better job on this one. And then more so than that, you got to catch this. This is such a beautifully placed pass by Justin Fields. And these are the type of throws that, to me, I say Justin Fields has it in his game to be a successful quarterback. This stuff right here is not easy to do. And we've seen, historically speaking, that Justin Fields has been a pretty good passer of the football, right? His ball placement has been pretty good. And this is a really nice pass, right? You got to hold on to this one. It's a great play by the safety to break the pass up. But you got to do a better job if you ask me. Initially, you got to do a better job double teaming or chipping or whatever it is that you're doing initially out of your stance. You're not making that contact. You're not lunging at number 92 for fun. This is designed within the play. It is designed for you to take half of number 92. It is designed for Darnell Wright to take the other half of 92. Got to do a better job, right? Darnell Wright is not stepping down towards the right here for fun, right? This is all designed within the play. The play action is to get everybody to flow to the right. And of course, to me, this is just a beautiful job by Justin Fields. He has a little bit of pressure, not a big deal. This is a designed rollout, so this is expected. Great pass if you guys ask me. Got to bring that one in. Let's get into the next rep. Alrighty, guys. 1st and 10, late in the second quarter. Justin Fields is going to get sacked again. This time, he had enough time within the pocket, in my opinion, to possibly get the ball out. And in this instance, he doesn't. To me, there are definitely options within this play for Fields to possibly get the ball to. You see number 13 running across the middle of the field. The post safety is going to take that one away. You see number 23, the running back kind of getting open late in this play as well. And I know, from Fields' perspective, he's not going to look at 23 and just stare him down. He has a progression he has to go through within this play. But I do think it's important context for us to not put every single sack on the offensive line, right? You can tell that the offensive line did a pretty damn good job within this play. Fields definitely had a lot of time to really go through his reads. And I think the offensive coach just has to do a better job designing certain concepts and make sure the progression through that is designed good, right? And to me, again, not on the offensive line in this one. Let's get into the next rep. So that last sack lost 3 yards. On 2nd and 13, it was an incomplete pass. And here's 3rd and 13. This one's also going to be a sack. And I would say, once again, the sack is not on the offensive line. You know, at some point, the quarterback has to throw the ball or throw it away, all right, not take the sack. And I think when you look at some of these plays and really analyze what it is within each play, you can say this is not on the offensive lineman, all right? I would say that the O-line does a pretty good job within this. Braxton Jones specifically does a really, really nice job, in my opinion. And I've stated this, that I think he looks pretty good this season, all right? He is not perfect. He's still a developing football player, but he definitely looks pretty good. Let's get into the next rep. Watch the down block here by Darnell Wright on this D tackle. Watch him get this guy out of there. Just a really nice, powerful block. And this one hits for 5 yards here. Again, part of these plays working is you got to get movement up front. You got to take these defensive tackles and move them against their will. And that's a really, really nice block by Wright. Let's get into the next rep. Now, this sack right here is on the offensive line. This one comes on the left tackle, Braxton Jones. It's got to do a better job getting to your landmark. Got to do a better job going up against the speed rush. Not a big deal, right? Learning rep, obviously. Let's go ahead and get into the next rep. Ja'Tyre Carter is going to do a great job exchanging number 50, passing him off to the tackle, coming back to the inside, and making sure that the linebacker cannot pressure the quarterback. Good job right there by the offensive line. Kept the quarterback clean. Let's get into the next rep. Now, as we state that, you got a negative play here by Carter. You got to do a better job. Cannot allow your quarterback to get pressured this quickly. Kind of an interesting concept on the play action in the backfield. You can see that it's some sort of read option play action within the backfield. It's really to try to suck in those linebackers. And of course, Fields has to kind of roll out of there. And that basically kills the play, right? So Carter, you got to do a better job on that one. Let's get into the next rep. This is a good double team here, processing it up to number 54. And this play is going to pop for 7 yards. It's a great job by the offensive line. Again, the Bears just got to run the ball more, man. It never makes sense to me why you wouldn't run the ball 20 to 25 times a game, even more if possible, right? I think the Bears' biggest asset right now is their run blocking, especially with the offensive line guys, right? I think if you're able to run more zone runs with this unit, you'll have more success. Of course, that's not happening right now. And ultimately, I think it's one of the reasons why the Bears are 0-2. You know, this last game here against the Bucs, the game wasn't so far out of reach. Like, you could have easily gotten right back into it. And the ball really just didn't bounce the exact way that the Bears wanted to, right? Now, personally, I do like Cody White here. I would prefer him at center because he's very, very smart. And you can see it even as he plays guard here. He does a great job getting out of there, getting up to the linebacker, picking him off. And this one pops for 23 yards. But the thing that sticks out to me within this play is how Cody Whitehair almost tries making this look like he's missed the block on number 91. He even baits number 91 to the inside. He's going to take a step to the outside. He's going to make 91 naturally want to go to the inside. And as 91 slants to the inside, he makes contact with him, and it looks like he almost misses number 91. And that defensive tackle thinks he has a free shot at the quarterback. And really, they're running a screen underneath that. And the guard does a great job getting up to 45 here. The inside linebacker makes good contact, hooks him, and allows the running back to get 23 yards on this one. That's a great job right there. Watch the center and left guard here. They're going to pass off the defensive line game. It's a good job picking that up, passing it off, and keeping the quarterback clean. Part of what makes the Bears a good unit, again, is the coaching. It's the fact that they're smart individually. Of course, I know it just hasn't worked out for the Bears yet, but I do think that this offensive line is one of the better units in the NFL, right? From an individual perspective, from the individual players, the upside's there. But the guys got to get healthy, and they just got to continue to develop. You know, you have a rookie in Darnell Wright, who I think has massive upside. The guy could become a top 10 right tackle by the end of his rookie season if he just continues to develop on pace. Braxton Jones was a steal, a major, major, major find. And he's pretty damn good himself. Of course, Tevin Jenkins is one of the best guards in the NFL, as is Nate Davis. And Nate Davis had a really good game last week. I know some people may not agree with that because they'll look at PFF and think PFF is 100% fact, but I disagree with it. I couldn't find 9 pressures at all by Nate Davis. To me, and I even posted this on my Twitter, you guys can go follow me if you guys don't follow me, there were so many great blocks by Davis. There were like 2 minutes worth of highlights that I posted. And then you look at Cody Whitehair. Whitehair has upside as a center. All right, he's just not very strong, and I think for guards in this league, it's got to be on the stronger side. And right now, that's unfortunately not Cody Whitehair's game, all right? So to me, Whitehair makes sense at center, and if this offensive line is healthy, the upside's through the roof. Even this play here, you just see it, all right? The guys do such a good job processing. You put 2 backers in the A-gaps, and the O-line has no issue picking it up. The O-line has no issue being able to pass off these stunts on the left side with the right guard, right tackle. All right, they make it look very, very easy. And of course, there are certain moments within the game where you'll say the quarterback gets sacked, but I think as I pointed out in this video, not every single sack is 100% on the offensive line. Sometimes it is on the quarterback. And I do want to also state this. Justin Fields is still a really, really young quarterback. I know some Bears fans may be ready to move on from him, but I think the guy still has upside. And I think as he makes these type of mistakes here where, you're down by 3 points, there's 2 minutes left, and you got to get in a 2-minute drill, drive your team downfield, tie the game or win the game, whatever it is. These are the moments that make a quarterback better. These are the moments where you want to come out and say, this is how you're going to improve. Yeah, this screenplay sucks. And yeah, this play right here lost the Bears the game, but this play won't happen again, right? And I also think that coaching and the offensive coach and the play calling also has a big factor in a quarterback's success. And right now, and I hate saying this because I really, really enjoy watching the Chicago Bears, the offensive coach and play calling is terrible. It is one of the worst that I've seen in the NFL. Guys are not getting to the right spots. It seems like there's mental mistakes that are happening, things that should have been coached out way back in the preseason. The blocking angles and things that some guys are being tasked to don't make sense for that concept. Right now, to me, it seems like the offensive coach has to get it together, the head coach, everybody just has to come together and really make it happen because the Chicago Bears have a lot of upside. There's a lot of really, really good, young, talented football players on this offense. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will be following the Chicago Bears this season. Again, I know some people are disappointed, but trust me, things are going to get better with this Bears squad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time with another video.